I was listening to the radio the other day, and I heard this thing where a girl came on and said, "Have you ever heard of a game that you forget to play?" And I instantly got it because it was almost like I've been playing since I was born, but I've never heard the game. But it's familiar to me for some reason. Weird. Update 2. I found out how I became to be how I am. Just natural evolution from being out in nature your entire 45-year existence without touching any other human on every other level except my one dimension that I stayed away from everybody. Everybody is multidimensional. You, all you people. Pay attention where he's looking. He might be looking at you. He's not quite sure. He looks at all over the place, but wherever you're holding the phone and what he's looking at might be significant to you, whoever's watching this in your story. Yeah, because he's a storyteller and he loves stories. And he's got millions of them, infinite stories. He's going to a party soon. We're all going. Yep. Don't know when, don't know how. I didn't write all them stories. I've only wrote mine. That's all I'm doing. I'm writing my story up in the bush. I come down once in a while, leave a message. But one of these days, in my story, I find answers to a lot of things. The missing 411, missing people around my city, some hurt things, and I heal a lot of wounds in my story. But it's just a story, you know? I make them up all the time. I had one the other day where I pulled off all my clothes, threw them all up in the air, fuck it, I'm walking out of here. And I walked up into the bush, walked across a golf course and everything. A few hours later, I'm laying in bed relaxing. About 7 cops come to my door. And they get me to come out. They were nice, man. Nicest people I have ever met. So I presented them with what I wanted to be presented with. And I just was honest with them. You know what? I don't think I've connected to a person like I did to this one cop. Well, actually, all of them. And one guy actually stole a fucking doobie off me and had the balls. He'll figure it out later. He'll figure that one out. Had the balls. I left that to him. Had the balls to say, "Hey, where do you get your weed from?" So I tell him. Not the right place, but I told him a place. He'll be surprised when he gets that one. But yeah, you know who you are if you see this. Keep it, man. Don't worry about it. I probably did something to you, or you grabbed it from me or something. Because we've met, we're entangled now. Everybody I meet in life becomes entangled in my life. And eventually I'm going to bring them to a beautiful place and show them something. But that doesn't mean you're actually going. It's just a story in my head that I've been doing since I was born. I came out bouncing, and I bounce off everything. You hit me, I bounce right off you. Like, I'm rubber, you're glue. Whatever you say bounces off me and sticks to you. Sticks and stones can break my nose. Sticks and stones will break my bones, but names will never hurt me. I haven't heard that since I was 3 years old, I think. And it stuck with me because it's true. Names hurt you? How? Shut your ears and you can't hear them. Put your head in your hands. Put your head in the sand. Put your head in some shit. Whatever you want in your story. Pretend you're a cartoon and what's coming out of their mouth is, bubbles and nothing else. In a universe, that's real. Maybe it is real. Is it? In my story, it's all real. Everything's real. But it's not real either. It's all fantasy. Anything and everything all at once, but nothing at all. Infine in it all. The fine in it all. It's infinite. I would really like to talk to a psychic right now. These so-called psychics. Psychic. Ooh, psychic. Superpowers. Yes, they're superpowers. Animal powers. Nature's powers. It's just a natural evolution you guys missed out on because somewhere in your life you felt that someone hurt you. And it was not that someone hurt you. Well, it was, but they didn't hurt you. It was so long ago. So long ago that somebody felt like when they were touched, they were crying in the dark, and something reached out to them, or they reached out to something, and it grabbed them and ripped them out of that safe space. And they had nowhere to go because they were being manhandled by things and spanked for some reason, hit, and they couldn't figure out why. Now, I don't know if that's true, the hitting part, but the scare part. How do you think you'd go about life if you had no senses? No senses. Now, put one on top of that, And that's the world to me right now. Took 5 days, I think. Yeah, 5 days, about a week. Just for this all to pop out of nowhere. And trust me, I've been trying to wake myself up for a long time. I remember in high school, a kid coming up to me saying, "Hey man, you know Gil LeBlanc?" "Yeah, I know him." Wham! Right in the face. Why? What the fuck? I don't know you. Jan Larrett, you know what happened. If you see this video, you'll know it. Because you were standing right there and you saw it. And you said, what the fuck was that about? And I said, couldn't tell. I don't know. So, I keep making up these stories in my head. But I'm all alone in my world. Waiting for someone to show up. I keep trying to write these stories where people show up. But, I don't know, man. I just don't see other people. So I don't really write them in my story yet. But when I start seeing people around that I notice that might be like me, I might write them in a story. But, I tried. How many more stories can I write? Infinite. Defining it all. Spelling. School. Teachers. Awesome. I had one of the best teachers in my life. Oh, yes, I did. And all of you did too. The 62. All of you did too, you 62. Oh. All of it, all this bouncing boy ball. Up on that ball. Come on, y'all. Come jump on his ball. You can all have your own ball. Let's have a ball, y'all. Jumping on that bouncy ball. That's all, y'all. Golf. Wolf. Alf. Mouth. Golf. Dolph. Malmanac. Afro. Sit in tree. Eating his Kitty. I can go on forever. It's like I got Marshall Mathers in my head. And Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre and all them guys are right there because I grew up with them. You know, singing their songs, hanging out with them in my fantasies, in my dreams, and in my life, in my stories. So, this kid's checking out soon. Not to say he's doing anything stupid. He's just checking out, going for a trip around the universe, and he's taking all his bodies with him. Yeah, that's right. You single-minded people forgot that you're supposed to take your bodies with you when you go on trips. And you left all your clothes at home, and somebody threw them out and buried them, and now you can't get out. You're stuck in that dimension, and nobody sees you anymore. They feel you, but they can't see you. There's a special spot in Trevor's stories where he fixes stuff. A lot of stuff. Old stuff, new stuff, and he loves to fix it. He's an even guy now. He's bouncing. He can bounce so fast and so slow. It's crazy. But at the same time, and that's just 2 dimensions of his multi-dimensional self, which is in, I'm not going to go into it because he doesn't stop when he gets going. And things start getting weird around him. He gets in a little bubble, and next thing you know is he's up 30,000 miles in the sky, and the world's shifting around him. You know, I'm not saying I'm seeing that. You can't see that. You'd never see that. Like, why would you expect to see something or feel something you've never had any inkling of a touch with? This guy's got 1 dimension in every dimension, or 1 foot in every dimension, I'd say. And he can go to many more. And you know what? He's open to it all. So when you can click in with this dude and he hears you and feels you, you're going to feel something beautiful. Because if you have any connection to Gregory Trevor O'Connor, the GTO, the judge, jury, not the other one, he doesn't want to be any of it. He wants to live his life with all this stuff and just give it to somebody that's fucking worthy. But he's looking. In his story, he's looking for these worthy people, and they're not out there. He doesn't see them anywhere. Lots of people think they're worthy. So he just listens to his teachers and his story. The teachers that he trusts, his family, his higher ones, his great big group in the sky. Fuck, what a group. And they're still holding back. Look at the sun shining on me. It never stops shining on me. I'm always in the light, but I'm always in the darkness. I'm a 50-50 guy. All or nothing. But I keep it out of the dark. I don't have to go in the darkness because I've got pieces of me lined up all the way down there. So I don't have to go anywhere. My consciousness stays where I want it. When I'm high on life, I'm in dimension whatever. And people see me as whatever. It's just a story. When am I going to start hearing some good stories in the world? You know? You'd think a book would have empty pages so people could write their own stories. If not just 1 page that all of a sudden just In your book, in your stories, you read stories, that one page just magically returns to nothing every day. Now, that's not to say it could happen. Like, how could you see something materialize in front of your eyes? That's impossible. You know, you can't feel something like that, can you? Can you? I don't know. Do you have imagination? Do you have curiosity? Do you ever think, what if in your life and not get afraid? This guy has his whole life. He's never been afraid of anything. He's not afraid of anything. And when he gets afraid, he bounces. If you try to force something on him, it bounces off of him. Literally. He never felt pain. Oh, shit. Sorry, mosquito. Chew away, buddy. Remember I told you guys, just don't make it no hurt and you can chew away. Hey, watch that. Don't feel a thing. I'm in a dimension above it. They gotta eat too. It's just a mosquito. Fuck, I live in northern Ontario. You think that's bad? Fuck. Go about in May, middle of fucking marsh, muskeg country up northeastern Ontario, around Quebec. Yeah. I don't know, man. I keep feeling these fucking weird fucking things. Hear these natives fucking drumming at night. I got this one guy's name on my mind, his smell in my face. I've never met this guy in my life. He's from North Bay, Ontario. He's all over the news. Everybody knows who he is. I don't. Never met him in my life, but I keep picking up his stuff. I know it's his stuff. And I keep dropping along the way, all the way to where I think he is. Just happened to be walking one day, and I just had this real strong feeling that he was around somewhere. I don't know where. But every time, wham, there's that smell. Pneumonia. Yep, I had pneumonia when I was young. Being spit by spiders in my dick. Yeah, that was me, though. I always wondered, how do you get a girl to ask you to see your dick? If you got a big dick, you think you got a big dick. Who cares, right? They're not going to ask you. Girls don't care about that shit. I got 3 sisters. Trust me, they don't care about that shit. They know what guys got. So, I'm going out to the shitter one day, and I sit down, and I start taking a shit, and I leak, and wham! I look around, and there's this little jumping spider. He's got his fangs right through the piercing. Like, right pierced. And I whacked him. But you know what? Later on, I felt so bad. And then I found out that was just me making you realize what was going on. And it actually gave me some powers. I'm a little bit Spider-Man now. I haven't used it yet, but we'll see when that comes. Or doesn't. Maybe that's what it's all about. Coming and going. Having fun playing the game. Now that game thing blew my mind. Absolutely blew my mind. Because, yeah, I understood it immediately. And it's a good way. That's a good way to know. Know people, you know? If you know them or not. If you're going to be... Because it seems like when you ask someone that, they can either, yes, they get it, or they don't. And there must be something to that, right? If it was my story, I'm sure I'd know what it was, but, you know, but it's just a story. Do I know? Maybe. Do I not know? I'd love to know. Yeah, I know it all, man. Why not? It's a story. I'm the God guy, right? No. Yeah. It's only a feeling, you know. I don't disrespect. There's no one around me. I'm in a safe space. No one hears me talking except this. My channel. I pretty much tell you, like, it's just my shit, how I work shit out. You want to watch, go ahead. I'm out there for everybody to watch if they want. But doesn't seem like anybody cares about me, so I just do my own thing. They see what they want to see. But eventually they'll see what they see. They'll see what I am and who I am. And hopefully people come out of their shells and start looking at me and talking to me in real life. Because I'm just walking around out here looking at people like, where are you? You're not looking at me, are you? And I can literally almost look in their faces. They're just right by me. It's almost like if you pretended to be something, they'd see you for that. You know? Oh, I'm pretending to be a little... I want to get a dog walking around with a guitar on my back. And you swear. You'd almost swear that people were looking at that. And they're like, what the heck? How am I seeing that? And then you're like, they can't see that, can they? And then all of a sudden it's gone. It's like, what? Yeah. Weird stories going on up there all the time, man. Well, I'm alone all the time. What the hell do you got better to do? Tell stories to yourself. Write them down. Or just tell a story and say, yeah, put it out there for someone else to live. That's just my story. But make it theirs when they want it, if they like it enough. Or just make a bunch of beautiful stories and send them out there to touch on to people and see if they hang on to them. Like, I don't know. Trying anything. I'm bored. Up on that hill. But yeah. 45. 4 or 5. It's weird, you know? I looked at my shoes today for the first time. See that? I don't know if you can see it. No. Quinky dink, I think. The skin on my rink is blue. I didn't say anything bad. What's bad? The opposite of good. What's good? Everything. So what's bad? Nothing. Well, it would obviously flip it. Well, this is the exact same thing we did an opposite. If you do a double flip, right back where you started. Flipping twice. That's flipping awesome. Because I'm a flipping dude. Are you a flipping dude? Yeah, I'm also a stripping flipping dude. Wow, you strip and flip at the same time? Damn straight. Strip, flip, quip, dip. All in. Dong. Oh, I heard some another thing's happened to me. It seems like the louder things get, the more comfortable I get. The more I feel, the better I feel. Like, I don't know. And it's like I went through this place the other day. I don't know where it was, but I heard the most beautiful bells I had ever heard in my life. And now I can't get enough of bells. Hell's bells. But not like that, no. Not like those ones. No, these were wild. The whole space felt like I was like in outer dang space and just wild out there. But surrounded by the most whitest light. I don't know where it was, but this is a place I'd walk across all the time and never thought about it before until I heard that sound. But I can hear it from a mile away. I swear I can. If I focused and it was going now, I'd probably hear it. And it's around one of my, it's where my mom used to live. Whoops. No, you meant to say that. Yeah, but it was your grandma that lived there. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Is he psychic? Is he telling a story? What's he doing? Sorry, guys. Just having fun. Enjoy the ride, guys. He is. Peace. I love you all. You know what? Yeah. Beginning and end it with love. If I didn't begin this with love, I meant to. And it's full of love at the beginning. All through it. I love you guys. I'll see you later. Again.